Thank you so much, Steph. And it has been 1 year since life as we knew it changed. And today we're going to reflect on the devastating impacts and the effects of this pandemic on Canadians. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau designating today, March the 11th, a national day of observance to mark the 1-year anniversary of the global pandemic being declared. The PM will be speaking in the House of Commons this morning to commemorate this day. A day when most of the country shut down, the virus killing 2.6 million people worldwide, more than 22,000 of them here in Canada. Stateside, President Joe Biden will be paying tribute to the American lives lost to COVID in his first primetime address tonight. He is expected to highlight his country's path out of the pandemic. We are standing by live right now at Toronto City Hall, and this is where flags will be lowered today in honor of this National Day of Observance. Today is also the anniversary of the first COVID-19 related death in Ontario. Toronto is mourning nearly 2,700 lives lost as a result of the virus. Now, coming up just after 7 o'clock this morning, Mayor John Tory will be joining us for his weekly check-in. We'll be talking about this 1-year anniversary. As well, we're going to be looking ahead. We're talking about vaccine appointments that are now open to high-priority residents. We'll talk a little bit further about the rollout. Now, some Ontarians will be able to get a shot of the AstraZeneca vaccine at a pharmacy as soon as tomorrow.
There are going to be vaccines enough for all of us, and they're going to be here very soon.
We will have more than 120 new mass immunization clinics open by the end of the month, giving us the capacity to deliver up to 150,000 doses a day.
The Ford government announcing 325 pharmacies in Toronto, Windsor and Kingston starting to immunize people aged 60 to 64 starting on Friday. Pharmacies are getting the bulk of the more than 194,000 AstraZeneca doses that arrived in Ontario this week. And vaccines will be available at doctors' offices in Toronto, Peel, Hamilton, Guelph, Peterborough and Simcoe Muskoka as of Saturday. Meantime, federal officials say Canada's vaccine rollout is entering a new phase.
Stepping into phase 2 today. And that second phase is characterized by additional vaccines coming online and volume, significant increase in quantities into the million a week. 25 million doses of Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna between April and June, and at least 1.5 million of AstraZeneca vaccine arriving by mid-May.
All right, so deliveries are set to ramp up over the next 3 weeks. More than 4 million shots expected to go out to the provinces and territories. And as for the newly approved Johnson & Johnson vaccine, there are still no details on when that shot will arrive. Canada marking its 2 millionth vaccination yesterday. Well, starting today, transit riders can use a credit card or mobile wallet as a contactless payment option on the Up Express.
If you don't feel like having a Presto card, or you just are an occasional rider, or whatever reason you want, you would rather pay using your mobile wallet or your credit card, you'll be able to do that. Very soon afterwards, we're going to also implement add Interact payments, and then we'll move over to Go. And in the meantime, we're also working with TTC to figure out a plan for them.
And I spoke with Anne-Marie Aikens with Metrolinx yesterday, and she says all you need to do is tap that Presto reader with a card, a phone, a mobile wallet, and then you tap off again with that same payment option at the end of your trip. It is the long-awaited pilot project, so it offers customers, again, that contactless alternative to stay safe during the pandemic.
Like everybody else, it's been a very sad and scary year. We implemented 50 safety actions. That was a lot of work to do, and those are all permanent actions. We've implemented them into our system.
Now, passengers using the new mobile payment options will be charged a regular adult fare, allowing riders to avoid preloading money or buying a ticket before traveling. Let's bring you back to COVID-19 now. Citing lower infection rates than the rest of Peel region, the mayor of Mississauga asking to be moved out of the gray zone.
Mississauga residents, businesses, and faith-based groups have done an outstanding job getting our numbers down by listening to the advice of public health. But our small business owners are seeing Mississauga residents, their customers, go into neighboring cities like Oakville to shop and dine out. when our numbers here warrant us being in the red zone too.
Mississauga's infection rate has dipped to 63 per 100,000. That is a significant drop from last week when the city's rate was 74 per 100,000. Peel's top doctor, Lawrence Lowe, does not agree with Mayor Bonnie Crombie's request, but will take the city's appeal to the province.
Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Well, after being sidelined by NBA health and safety protocols, Raps coach Nick Nurse back on the bench.
I've been cleared as of today to resume basketball activities. So here I am.
There he is. Okay, Nurse, along with some of his coaching staff, have been out for nearly 2 weeks. 5 players, including starters Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, and OG Anunoby, are all still out due to protocol. Following a brief break from the All-Star weekend, Raps are back in action tonight, taking on the Hawks, and tip-off is at 7:30. We're taking a quick break here on BT. Up next, GameStop on a roller coaster ride again. Wild 30 minutes for the stock market. We're going to talk to 680 Senior News business editor Mike Apple. He is next.